Welcome back to International Fathers. I'm your host and creator. We're back talking about impacting your child or children's life. As our last segment, you mentioned about you're not seeing your father and growing up with your father or being raised by someone else. My story is similar to your story. I never saw my father in my life. I never experienced that word daddy. Shake his hand, talk to him, discipline, show me how to ride a bike or football, add one and one. I didn't have that father in my life. And seeing my homeboys and homegirls grow up with their fathers, I was like, man, I wish I had one of them like that. You know, so I can relate to what you just now said.
Definitely growing up without a male figure, male role model was devastating. Devastating
Yes,
in every way, shape, or form. Some people may say devastating. That's a harsh word. That's what it is.
it was.
That's what it is. I'm telling you this, and I can say this
Yeah,
because I've went through it. He's went through it. It's devastating. Even when I was younger, between the ages of let's say 5 to maybe 10, I knew there was something wrong.
right,
I knew something was missing. I knew there wasn't something there that was supposed to be there. Mommy, of course, always had my back. She
right,
did a darn good job. But I still always felt like what is wrong? Something's not there. Then as I
mm-hmm.
got older
Mm-hmm.
and started to see my friends and family members with their
Right,
fathers,
right,
that's when it really hit you.
you're right.
It really hit you really hard.
Mm,
Hit me even harder more so in high school than growing up because I tried to be a tough guy and I don't need a dad. I'll be fine. You know, hits me even harder in high school because now I'm in high school.
mm-hmm.
I done went through puberty.
Mm-hmm. Right,
I'm playing football.
right,
I'm wrestling.
mm-hmm.
I'm doing very well in both sports.
Been there,
Mommy's at the game. Grandma's at the game.
right.
Where's daddy?
Where's daddy?
Johnny, he has his dad's there. His dad's there wearing a shirt that says "Go Son." Where's my dad with his shirt on? And it hurts. It really does hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, even to this day,
Right,
even though I have a dad father figure in my life, not my biological, but I don't think that you have to be blood to be a father. That's
mm-hmm.
not a requirement in my book at all.
Right,
At all. You know, even to this day, even though he does a real good job, I still sit back sometimes and I say, what would have it been like with him there? What if? It's definitely a lot of what ifs that I will never, ever, ever get a chance to answer those questions because the time is gone. You can't get it back. It's gone. Gone. It's not coming back. You can't make a time machine go back, hit the restart button. It's
no,
not a game.
no,
It's real life.
no.
For these fathers out here that are not in their children's lives, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can do it. How can you look at another being
Right,
that you created and turn your back? How could you do that? What if the Lord, our Father, our spiritual Father, would have turned his back on us and say, I don't feel like dying on this cross for these people that don't love me, that don't care for me, that don't care about me? How would you feel? Now I'm
right,
not saying that I'm the Lord,
right,
I'm
right,
powerful as him, or I felt or went through anything close to what he went through for us.
right.
But I could kind of relate because that's how I felt that he turned his back on me. I didn't ask to be here. None of us
None
did.
of us. None of us.
None of us
No.
asked to be here.
No.
You know. So before you decide to lay down with a woman, you need to really think. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to bring a son or a daughter in this life? Because that's a strong possibility when you do those type of things. And if you're iffy about it, if you're not definitely yes right away, you need not to. You need
Well,
not to.
well, what I've come to the conclusion of is that if you're not spiritually, psychologically, and mentally and emotionally ready to be a father, it's not your time.
No.
Because it's a huge responsibility. To me, fatherhood is the best blessing a man can have.
Amen.
A man can receive. The
Amen.
best blessing with respect to God and the spouse.
Of course.
Fatherhood is it gets me. I mean,
It's priceless.
brother,
That feeling.
I sleep it, I dream it, I breathe it out, I drink it out.
Right.
You know, so I can understand what you went through because, like I said, we share the same stories.
Right.
I went through the same thing. There's nothing like you out there playing that sport. I did some wrestling, and you on the mat and you doing all this stuff like this, and you may be losing.
Right.
You may be losing.
Right.
But when you see your dad walk through that door, wow.
Exactly. And not even just sports, academics,
Oh man.
whatever. When you do good, you can't wait to run home and say, "Daddy, look what I have done. Look what I have done." And for him to put his arm around you,
That's it.
and say, "Good job, son.
That's it.
Good job,
That's
daughter.
it.
I'm proud of you." Those words right there are more priceless than gold. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it because
Go
it's
ahead,
real.
brother. Go ahead.
It's real. It's really real, and it's not even cold in here. It's nice and warm. But it's to hear those words. I can't even think of a word besides it's more priceless than gold to say, because it's just the greatest, one of the greatest feelings in the world, and I can imagine as a father seeing your son or daughter run to you, "Daddy, Daddy, look at this," wanting to hear your approval, needing to hear, "Good job,
Right.
well done." First person they want to see, "Daddy, look at this. Look what I've done. Look what I have accomplished." Man.
And that's a good feeling. When your child or children come to you and say, "Daddy, look what I did. Daddy, I'm doing this next week. Daddy, 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 Daddy." This is International Fathers. I'm your host and creator, Nelson Moody Sr. And once again, fathers, hug those children. Children, hug those fathers. Fathers, call those children. Children, call their fathers. Until next time.